and welcome to yet another interesting time in data processing class. My name is Blaze Ella, and in today's lesson, we will be looking at the topic computer viruses under the theme computer maintenance, ethics, and human issues. I'm sure you've heard about the word viruses and how they can affect different living things like humans and animals. But did you know that computers also suffer from computer viruses? In this lesson, we're going to find out how computer viruses attack computers, the different types, and the different sources through which computer viruses can infect a computer. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to do a few things. First, you should be able to state the meaning of a computer virus. Next, you should be able to state the types and examples of computer viruses. And finally, you should be able to state sources through which a computer can be infected with a virus. Every day, people use computers to carry out different tasks. And computers are able to carry out these different tasks effectively by following a series of instructions or codes called programs. But then, there are certain programs that carry out tasks not intended by the user, and these tasks in turn cause harm to the computer and also to the information contained in the computer. These types of programs are malicious in nature, and as such, they are called malware. There are several examples of malware, and some include Trojans, bots, spyware, adware, worms, virus, and so on. In this lesson, we're going to pay close attention to one type of computer malware, and that is the computer virus. Generally, a computer virus attack begins when a computer user, in most cases, unintentionally opens or clicks a virus-infected file. The virus from this file begins to infect other files and cause other forms of damages. Now let's look at some other forms of damages that can be caused by a computer virus. Computer viruses can make the computer run slowly. They can create unknown files, and these files end up occupying the disk space. Computer viruses can prevent files from saving. A computer virus can format the hard drive, and this leads to loss of information. A computer virus can cause hardware devices to malfunction. This happens when the device drivers of such hardware components become corrupt. A computer virus can also make the computer not to boot. With all these, we can see that computer viruses are really dangerous. But all hope is not lost, because we can actually prevent computer viruses before they infect our computers. Even after they do, we can still remove them. How is that possible? The use of computer antivirus software. These are software that are used to detect as well as delete computer viruses from the computer. Some examples of computer antivirus software are Norton, McAfee, Avast, AVG, Avira, and Panda. And there are several other examples. Now, let's look at different types and examples of computer viruses. There are different types and examples of computer viruses. Each type of computer virus behaves and attacks in a particular way. Let's look at these types and examples. The first type of computer virus we have here is the boot sector virus. Before any computer can be used, it must go through the process of booting, and booting takes the computer from the off state up to the desktop environment from where different tasks are carried out. Now, what the boot sector virus does is to affect the master boot record of the operating system. This type of virus can prevent the computer from booting, and in most cases, to remove it, the computer needs to be formatted and the operating system reloaded. Some examples of boot sector virus are Parity boot virus, stoned virus, and logic bomb virus. Let's look at the next type of virus. And over here we have the web scripting virus. When we visit the web to source for information, we get this different information in the form of websites and web pages, and all of these are connected using hyperlinks. Malicious hackers can manipulate the codes of such hyperlinks and insert virus codes. And when these links are clicked, the computers become infected. An example of the web scripting virus is the sleeper virus. The next type of virus we have on our list is the browser hijack virus. On the web, this type of virus redirects the homepage of a particular website to a malicious website. And from there, several malicious activities can be carried out. And then we also have the resident virus. This type of virus resides directly in the RAM. So whenever a file is opened in the computer, it becomes infected with the virus. And the next type of virus we have on our list is the direct action virus. This type of virus is picky. It tends to attack files that have the exe extension. And the next type of virus on our list is the polymorphic virus. This type of virus changes its code whenever the infected file is executed, and this makes it difficult for antivirus software to detect them. The next type we have here is the file infector virus. This type of virus corrupts and rewrites a file, making the file unusable. Some examples are the Cascade virus and the Alabama virus. And the next type is the multipartite virus. This type of virus does two things. It corrupts files as well as the master boot record of the operating system. And some examples are the Ghost Ball virus and the Invader virus. And the final type of computer virus on our list is the macro virus. How does this operate? Now, how does this virus operate? Well, it is seen as an email attachment in Word document format. When the user clicks on this virus-infected file, it sends copies to the user's contact list, and it keeps spreading in the same manner. Some examples of this type of virus are the Melissa virus, the Christmas virus, and the Trojan horse virus. So far, we've seen how different viruses behave and the damages they can cause. But still, prevention is better than cure. So in order to know how to prevent these viruses, it is important that we identify the different sources through which computer viruses can be introduced into our computers. That is why in the next part of this lesson, we're going to look at the different sources of computer virus infection. There are several sources through which a computer can be infected with a virus. Some of these sources include infected storage devices, email attachments, internet downloads, pirated and cracked software, and unpatched software. Now let's go on to look at these in detail. The first source on our list is infected storage devices. We all know that storage devices are used to store information, and we also use these storage devices to transfer information from one computer to another. So when a storage device is infected with a computer virus, while we transfer from one computer to another, we encourage the spread of computer viruses. Some examples of storage devices are flash drives, CDs, hard drives, memory cards, and so on. Another source of computer virus is email attachments. As people communicate through emails, files can be sent as email attachments. So you see, computer virus infected files can also be sent as email attachments, and that's why they are a source of computer virus. The next source of computer virus is pirated or cracked software. A non-original copy of a software is a pirated copy of that software. And one process required in pirating a software is cracking. Usually, when a software is cracked, several features are removed from the software, and one of which is the security feature. This makes the software and the computer prone to virus attack. Another source of computer virus is internet downloads. As it is possible to download files from the web, it is also possible to download a virus-infected file. That's why we should be careful whenever we want to click any of these icons. And lastly, we have unpatched software. Software usually have security weaknesses which are discovered over time, and patches are created to fix those security weaknesses. These patches are released whenever updates are released. So when the software is not updated, it remains unpatched and thus prone to computer virus attack. And with this, we've come to the end of this lesson. But before we leave, let's have a quick summary. First, a computer virus is a malicious software that, when executed, copies itself, changes other computer programs, and inserts its own code. Next, we learned that some types of computer viruses are boot sector virus, file infector virus, multipartite virus, and so on. We also learned that some examples of computer viruses are Christmas virus, Trojan horse virus, Alabama virus, I love you virus, and so on. And finally, we learned that some sources of computer viruses are infected storage devices, email attachments, internet downloads, pirated and cracked software, as well as unpatched software. At this point, let's try out some exercises. Question 1. Which of the following is a type of malware? Here are the options. A. Patch. B. Crack. C. Attachment. D. Virus. And the correct option is D. Virus. Let's try out one more. Question 2. Which of the following software will not expose a computer to virus attacks? Here are the options. A. Updated software. B. Unpatched software. C. Cracked software. D. Pirated software. And the correct answer is A. Updated software. With what we've learned so far, I believe you now understand the damages computer viruses can cause, and you've also understood the different sources of computer viruses. With this knowledge, you can now prevent computer viruses from infecting your computers. Till we meet in our next lesson. Bye-bye!